What's going on, good people? What's going on, bad? They might even though be muting this here, but hey, live is all we have. I gave you the 4 periods of your life. I gave you the 4 words starting with L, ending with E that sums up your life from beginning to ending in 4 stages. And I gave you 1 word, 4 letters that sums it up how we all came to be here. And it happens to be the Creator's original name before man changed it from love to God. When you think about all the changes that man can change, basic anything, you can even see it. See, God is love. God is good. Love is love. Good is good. Man put God in the middle of all that. Like I said, who is in between you loving you when love is the Creator's name? God was put there. Jesus was put there for you to believe in some man, some white man in the sky, some white Jesus coming back alive to save your ass. That's the bullshit twist in this pretzel stick of this is Babylon, baby. The truth is the truth. Twisted like a pretzel stick. Here, the truth is a lie, and a lie is the truth. Twisted like a pretzel stick. And you twisted up in it to believing what you're told to believe. I'm just trying to show you. Here's some bullshit with 3 songs to go along with this bullshit. And this is how we was taught to be in the bullshit. But now, when you know the truth and you know you're eternal, and there's nothing to worry about because you are going straight, not to the left, not to the right, not backwards, and not what they call right. Because there's 2 rights when you look at man's right. There's yes, that's right, and then there's yes, that might be right because it's put in the law as it's right, but it can be wrong. That's 2 rights, but there's only one forward, straight, love, making to create without no material motive, but for what you created to last as long as it can last for the whole circle of life to move on with. That's straight. But what's happening to us is ain't nowhere near straight or right because it's going with what y'all believe in. It's going in with that in God we trust bullshit that y'all trusting in God in believing in. But I'm just doing what my job is. My job is to give you the truth for you to see that the truth isn't outside of you. The truth is in you to know and not believe in. I'm just saying. The bullshit is all around you people. And here goes some of it right here on TV.
Brett Comey, I appreciate you being here. You are, I believe, forthright, much more so than you said it's the incredible case with that. But I'm also still in the military. I'm still in Air Force Reserve. I went to my drill back in July. I was hit by an amazing amount of questions from different service members on this issue of how does the former Secretary of State get to do this, and yet we have members of the military who are prosecuted all the time. Your statements earlier were fairly startling. You said, I don't know of anybody else that classified this. Just since 2009, the Department of Justice prosecuted at least 7 people under the Espionage Act, all for very similar cases. Now, you said go look at the facts. Well, we're looking at the facts in these cases. The interesting one, and you said that in looking back at your investigation, mishandling removal of classified information, we cannot find a case that would support bring criminal charges on these facts. All right. Well, it didn't take nothing but a simple legal search to find a Marine that followed. Now, I guess their name is not Jane or Joe, so they did get prosecuted. Okay, and this is the issue under 18 U.S.C. 793F, gross negligence. This is what the Marine did. They took classified information that was put into a gym bag, cleaned out, washed, and cooked. All right, simple as and Court of Appeals actually upheld this case, and this is what they said. that the purpose of federal espionage statutes is to protect classified documents from unauthorized procedures, such as removal from proper place of custody, which would mean how you deal with this, regardless of means of removal, it was apparent gross negligence and was a proximate cause of the document's removal. It is, and they quoted U.S. Statement, United States vs. McGinnis, that it is clear the Congress's intent is to create a hierarchy of offenses against national security ranging from classic spying to merely losing classified materials through gross negligence or the mishandling of it. It was sort of also ironic for me that when I had to go back in July, in this past month when I went back, I had to do my annual information assurance training. It went through everything that we have to do of handling classified information. I've been in a war zone, I've been in, this is just common knowledge among most everybody in the world, obviously not to the Secretary. How can you then to explain to me this Marine's mistake in taking classified documents or mishandling them is more severe than the Secretary of State who sent and received classified emails on a regular basis, including those that were originally classified, not those that were classified later, but were originally classified.
I'm familiar with the case, and I'm quite certain it's not a 793F case.
Now I stop this here to say this here to you good people out there that so-called, self-called, conscious thinking humans living here together, experiencing life together, not one together, two together. You tell me, consciously thinking, you don't see all the holes through this bullshit like it's Swiss cheese. Nah, for us as the people to be paying for this bullshit that we watching on TV right the fuck now. We paying for this. All these people are getting currency for the bullshit that we looking at right now. And I'm having some bullshit happen to me that's life threatening. And I can't get no one to really see what the fuck is going on. But I'm like this. You might have thought that I was upset just now, but I am not. Because I'm just like that song. Because I can turn it off and on just like what I know and not believe in the bullshit. You are the one that's not thinking for you. You are thinking how you was taught to think too. You was put in a four-corner box and you put the fucking lid on top of you. After you are old enough to take care of you. Because when you was a kid, I can understand, understand. I can get the belief system as a kid. Yes, as a kid, you don't need no responsibility because responsibility is you just being a kid. But the bullshit is simple. As a child, you think as a child and you play with childish things. Once you become adult, it's time to go from the belief system to the knowing. When shit don't make sense, it ain't something that makes sense because it's somebody else's creation. The love of knowing is the creator giving you the thought to know, not believe in. The know is the feeling that you put in the work that this is going to work because you know it's going to work because you put the time in for it to work. To believe in some shit to work is for you, the dollar's going to work so you can let that person know that it's a possibility that this ain't going to last long. That means that they ain't work on it long enough for it to last long. That's why I told you. But when a person says that they know and you know that they don't know because you feel it, that feeling ain't fake. Especially if you already know other people that have dealt with that person that done lied to them before. Because it's easy to find a pattern on who's telling the truth and who's lying. Because I said it's easiest I can say it. Because this is the truth. So help me love. See, I ain't say so help me God. That's that bullshit. So help me love more, to care more for people I don't know. I care for the people that I don't know. I'm hugging y'all right now while I'm hugging myself. The ones that I know is going through some shit. But we have to take the responsibility of the shit that we do. You can't put on there, oh, God gave me that. No, you doing what's right in this world. The love that you putting out, you got back when you got whatever you got. And you didn't step on nobody to take it. Or fraudulent. I'm just saying. This is a bunch of bullshit, people, that we paying for. We paying for this bullshit that we watching right now. And all we can do is be happy. Why? Because to be upset about something that you can't stand up and do nothing about is for your insides to give out on you. But for you to know the truth and to know that you eternal, as long as you straight and loving straight and you being a creator to create, it is what it is. You was never taught that the power is in you. Once you became an adult, you were still taught to believe in the bullshit. You was never taught to know the truth. You was taught to believe to hold you back from knowing that you have the power to will towards the creator, which is the love you feel that you can never explain. That's the creator, baby. Back to this bullshit.
It was prosecuted as
Conviction was under 793F.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I'll go back and check again. I urge you to too. I'm pretty sure it's not under the gross negligence prong of 793F, but it's a Uniform Court of Military Justice prosecution, not by the Department of Justice, if I'm remembering correctly.
This was from, and it was appealed out in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Armed Forces Act.
Okay. But regardless, I think I don't think this is under the same provision, but even there, that's a case involving someone who actually stole classified information, hard copies. What people need to remember, and I don't say this to make little of it, I think it's a very serious matter. What happened here is the secretary used an unclassified email system, her personal system, to conduct her business.
And let's just stop right there. That in and of itself, and I understand it's been coming, you've been through a lot of questions, I apologize. But let's just come back to the basics here. We're trying to parse that I didn't have such a Sandy Berger or all these other stuff. They took a hard copy. In today's society, and even understanding if you go through any information insurance class, anything else, they tell you it cannot be on a personal level. In fact, there was another chief petty officer who had classified information on a personal computer and went back and forth to war them. That is not physical documents. It's on a to parse words like that is why the American people are fed up. They're fed up with the IRS commissioner when he does it. They're fed up here. I'm not attacking your. I think you're one of the more upright people I've met. I think you just blew it. I think that the attorney general blew it. I should.
And the song that's up out of here now, because all this shit is to go with these lies, but to get a soothing feeling in your heart. Because the rooster is come home to roost.
Let me ask you this. I want to change the question.
And it is what it is. We didn't do nothing to make this fuck up. The brown people don't have shit to do with all the bullshit that's happening. Us as the brown people, we don't have this. It's all the cracker barrel business, and that's on the real. It's not much of nothing we can really do as the people unless you're ready to stand up possibility losing your life. But when you know that you're eternal, you can be fearing in debt, because debt is part of life.
Then really what we're saying here is this.
But we paying for this shit, people. We paying for these people to be bullshitting, getting paid when people don't have no jobs.
It's not what we know, it's not what we think, it's what we prove. I get it.
If this was me or you out there in the free world, this shit would have been over with before it even was begun. But because of the presidency, that bullshit, and the Donald Trump, that bullshit, this whole Hillary Clinton and being her murdering, mafia, gangster, drug selling, support. I mean, this woman, yeah, wow. And her husband, I'm like, how can you get in peace and then still hang around the White House? That's just like I got caught selling drugs around the school zone, but then I'm still go around the school after I get out of jail. How am I hang around the school after I got caught selling around the school? How the fuck is that? Come on, people. And all the dumbed down, religious, stupid, yeah, I said stupid, because stupid is what stupid do. And if you believe in the voodoo, you stupid too. So when you look at this bullshit, it is what the fuck it is. Some bullshit.
And yet now we have a whole system that has been turned upside down. Not because I don't believe.
And the way that y'all cut my PlayStation off to my controller not being able to work, ha 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 ha. I found another way. I'm back on the air again. I'm back on the air again. Yeah, y'all bitches. But I say that in a loving way, because I say that to those of you that's gonna pay for the bullshit, madness, mayhem you putting down. In this circle of life, what goes around comes around. You just be ready for your get down when your turn comes back around for your ass. Because it's coming, baby. It's coming. The hell that you gonna be in mentally is the hell that you putting people in today. You'll never do the transition into the afterlife free of your own hell. I just pity you because you actually think that dark is better than the light when it's both, no matter what, the yin and the yang. But you gotta be in the middle, knowing what's straight, not what's right. But I told you there's two rights, but there's only one straight, one way, not to the left, not to the right, not backwards. Straight, to love the Creator the same as you are the Creator, to create, to relate to each other. That's why the right way, the straight way, the only one way to create is between a man and a woman. The different sexes attract to relate to when they come together, literally come together into one another. That's one and one as in two. Coming together to knowing each other. Coming together can make another one of each other. That responsibility is for them two. For them two. Know, not believe in what to do when they create one of each other. One knows he's to become a father, and the woman knows that she should become a mother, because all of this is already embedded in her DNA. It is what it is, people. All this other bullshit that y'all caught up in is some other bullshit that man put in books and everything else for you to be led astray to what the truth is, the power is in you to go one way, and that's straight to love man and woman. To love, to coming into heaven is to create in the Creator's name, to go straight one way. and that's to create life in heaven and on earth for everybody to be able to play. I ain't lying. I'm Mr. Glass. That's it. I'm straight.